Let's get started on our Frenchie. Again, we're going to be using a jig style hook with a slotted bead here. I'm going to start with some Uni-Thread, 6/0 in red, and I'm just going to stick with the red the whole time. You can, if you want, if you don't want any of the red sticking out of the back of the fly, you can use a more natural color, a black or a brown on the body. We're going to be using a pheasant tail. This is just a natural color, but again, you can vary the colors all that you want. I'm gonna select a few fibers from this. I'm gonna take 3 fibers. I like to keep it thin, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start. This is gonna be my tail, and it's also going to be the body. And I like to do this in one step because, again, I am all about efficiency. So I'm gonna just tie that in. I'm gonna look at that. That's a little bit longer than I like. So I'm gonna pull that, and again, I'm just wrapping that around one time. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some copper wire, and I really like to use the thin. You can use the brassy if you want, but I'm gonna use thin, and then I'm gonna also tie that. I'm gonna tie that in as well. Just one wrap to get started. Okay, I'm gonna pull that away. I'm gonna bring my pheasant tail back, and now I'm gonna tie that in, and I'm gonna bring it all the way up to the bead. All right, and then I'm gonna hang my bobbin on the cradle. So now what I can do, I can start with my pheasant tail, very, very delicate, and I'm gonna start wrapping my pheasant tail. And again, this keeps a super thin profile, super thin body. I'm gonna wrap that all the way up to the bead. I'm gonna lock that in. Once, twice, and then in front 2 times. In with my. All right. Again, I'm going to hang my thread here. I like to put that thread right in the slot of the bead and let that kind of gravity of the bobbin pull on that and keep it up in place until it's locked in. So now I'm going to use my thin wire, and I'm going to counter wrap that for some ribbing, and just going to make sure that's all even. Nice and slow up the body. All right. I'm gonna wrap behind that twice, in front twice, helicopter that off. All right, for the next step, I'm going to be using some shrimp pink, hairline shrimp pink, one of my favorite ice dub colors. I'm going to push that up, and then I'm going to just wrap that around and see how that looks. And if that, okay, all right, I really like the way that hot spot looks, so I'm going to try to pick off any additional. And then the last part of this, I'm going to take a bodkin. I'm going to put on a little bit of UV resin, and I'm going to add that to the thread. And this is the part that has 2 parts. First of all, it makes that red collar stand out a little bit more, and it also really strengthens the fly. So I'm going to do a couple of whip finishes here. And I'm going to add just a little bit more of that UV. I want that to shine up that red thread a little bit. Do another whip finish. nice and sturdy with the infinity light. So there you have it. That's Egan's Frenchie. Tie it, fish it, and catch big fish like this. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out on the water.